All right, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night Zoom. Very excited and honored to be the one sharing this incredible company with you tonight. This is truly, hands down, the best thing I have ever seen in the industry, and I have been around for 28 years. My name is Trisha Costa, and I'm actually a full-time real estate agent who has always loved the network marketing industry. I have seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I have made seven figures in the industry, but I have never seen anything as amazing as Oli Life and Oli Nation. Oli Nation is our team. And what we are doing here is absolutely incredible. It's truly changing people's lives. And I know you have heard that before, but as you hear about our product, our flagship product, which will be my focus tonight, and the fact that this company is a mix between a traditional business and a direct sales business. And it allows you to do the business in so many different ways that just network marketing alone would not allow you. So we're going to start out by talking about geomagnetism because that's what this is all about. So what is it? I had never heard of it until January this year. So I'm new to this as well, but it's the Earth's natural frequencies and it's affected by solar activity. So it's the whole idea of running around on dirt for 6, 7 hours a day and how incredible that is for your health. There's a book called The Fifth Element. I think it came out in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, and they have like a new version now. But this author is talking about the fact that having that soil under your feet every day for many hours is just as important for your health as the water that you drink and the air that you breathe. And I never knew that because the cells communicate through electromagnetic signals and they regulate your biological process. So what we are doing here is we are duplicating, mimicking that natural frequency from the earth, and that's going to boost ATP and circulation, support cellular repair, and just help you in so many different ways. And especially now, 2026, because we have so many issues with being around cell phones, and we're all on cell phones and computers right now as we speak. So this is a must for our health. And our devices have several different technologies. The main one being PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field. And most people have at least heard of PEMF because about 8 to 10 years ago, everybody had a PEMF mat. But what we have here is completely different than the PEMF mat that you have in mind. And those are like $6,000 to $8,000. And what is PEMF if you have never heard of it? It's non-invasive technology that uses low frequency electromagnetic waves that mimics the Earth's natural frequencies. And because our technology is mixed with other technologies that I'm going to show you, it does penetrate into a cellular level. And that's why people are having just tremendous results with this technology. So what do we have in our devices? We have PEMF, we have terahertz. Terahertz allows the PEMF to go deep, deep into the body. We have EMS, the electric muscle stimulation, TENS, red light therapy, radio frequency, heat, and vibration. And oh, my slide got a little funny here because I was redoing things today. And we are the only company that has all these technologies combined in one device for in-home use. And when I tell you guys that this is working miracles in people's lives, it would be an understatement. I started with this because my mom has really bad osteoarthritis and her knees had been looking like balloons for the past 10 years. We used to go to the Mayo Clinic here in Arizona once a year to remove the liquid, inject PRP. It was super painful. 6 weeks later, the knees were swollen again. She had massive pain on her hands. Her fingers are all crooked. She struggles to even grab a glass of water nowadays. And so I was always buying things for my mom. And 10 sessions, just 10 sessions, her knees went back to normal. And the lower back pain, she had chronic lower back pain, 4 sessions that went away. And the pain on her hands, she was taking Advil every 8 hours for a few years, which is not good for you. It can cause internal bleeding and all kinds of issues, but she was in massive pain. In 10 sessions, the back pain was gone, the knees went back to normal. In about a month, the pain on her hands went from a 10 to a 0, and now she's off her blood pressure medication. So that's the kind of testimonials that we are seeing here. And again, you guys, the only company in the world to have all these technologies all integrated in one device, and we get tested by Intertech, which is one of the top 3 third-party testing labs in the world to test these types of technologies. And I think this is so important to mention because it's safe. They test for safety, effectiveness, and quality. And I know we all love to hate on pharmaceutical companies, but the fact is nowadays health and wellness companies are just as dangerous as pharmaceutical companies. At least pharmaceutical companies, they tell you if you take this, you may die. There's all these side effects. With health and wellness companies, we don't know what we are taking if it's not tested by a third-party company. And I know that because 3 companies got shut down in the past 12 months because when they did go check into it, they had ingredients in the supplements that they were selling that were not disclosed, ingredients that you would have never voluntarily put into your body. And the ingredients that they said they had were not in those supplements. So my recommendation to you is toss everything that you have unless it's third-party tested. And that's what I did now. And I realized that some companies have some products tested, but some are not. So I'm picking and choosing. And so we are tested by a third party, super important to know. And this technology is scientifically proven to stimulate cellular repair. So you're actually regenerating the cells in your body every time that you use this device, which should be daily, if not twice a day. So regenerating, renewing the cells in your body. It's going to help with any type of bone fracture. And it is now FDA cleared to treat osteoarthritis, post-operative pain, and inflammation. And truly, if you have no inflammation in your body and your cells are healthy, the body is just going to heal itself. So what it's doing here is, again, regenerating the cells, detoxes the body, decreases inflammation, increases blood circulation, and increases bone density. So when you do this, you're going to eliminate pain and the body is going to heal itself. And this is amazing because I found out recently that they have several studies that show that it actually helps with any type of mental health issue like anxiety, depression, PTSD, and everything else in between because it calms your nerve system. Okay, so this is our flagship product. It's the Tera P90 Plus, and I'm going to focus on this device because this is the device that everyone is buying. And this is the device that created miracles in my mom's life. And my husband, who is a dermatologist, does not believe in a lot of natural healing. Initially, when I bought it for my mom, he was like, yeah, right. And when he saw the results that my mom was having 10 days into it, he spent 7 hours on a Sunday in his office doing research, came back out and he said, I'm going to try it because he had this chronic pain on the ball of his right foot. 20 minutes later, he gets up, he's moving his foot around and he looks at me and he goes, Trisha, I don't know what to say. The pain is gone. And he's like, I'm not a placebo kind of guy. I'm like, I know, I know that. He's a scientist and he said, the pain is gone. The pain is gone. And he said, you have the biohack of the century in your hands. Frequency healing is the future of health and wellness. You should retire from real estate and do this full time. You guys need to understand, my husband has always told me, stop getting distracted with direct sales. I know you love it, but you're a great realtor. You have a great real estate team. Why do you keep going back to direct sales? Now he says, hey, you've been wanting to retire from real estate for the past couple of years. This is it. You should do it. So guys, when he said that to me, I'm like, what? And so this device is only $1,500. Just think about the fact that you can buy a PEMF only mat that doesn't do much for $6,000, or you can buy this device that does so much. It is so versatile. You can see there is a base for your feet and you do not stand on it, okay? I get this question almost every day. Oh, I stand on it. It's a vibration plate. No, it doesn't vibrate at all. And if you stand on it, you're probably going to break it. So you're going to sit down, you're going to put your feet on the base. And it goes from level 1 to 20. It's not a competition. You're not going to do better if you go higher in levels. I've been using it for 4 months plus now, and I'm only at level 7. And you let your body tell you where you need to be. So you're going to start between level 1 to 5. And if it's too hot, it's uncomfortable in any way, you're going to drop it. If you start out at 2 or 3, you're not feeling enough, you go up. So your body is the one that's going to tell you what level you need to begin. So you don't even have to reach out to anybody to ask, because only your body knows, you don't. So it's between 1 to 5. And you start anywhere in there and just use some common sense, like, hey, I have a whole bunch of plates in my body, I should probably start out at 1. And if I have, I'm super healthy, I'm a big person, I can probably start out at 5, somewhere between 1 and 5, and then you just let your body tell you what to do from there. Now, here's where it gets really good. You see these 2 handheld attachments here. The one that looks like a claw, it's the Revitalux, and the one on the left is the Beauty Frost. That's an anti-aging for the face. And drum roll, because I'm going to show you guys my before and after photo of my face after 30 days using it once a day religiously. But guys, last year I paid $1,500 to go to Derma Health Institute, which is a spa by my house, and I bought 10 sessions of radio frequency. I didn't see a lot of results because it was 10 sessions throughout 10 weeks, so I don't think it was consistent enough to actually, help me. But now I use it daily. And so that's one of the attachments. The other one is great for inflammation. Like, that's what my mom used on her knees. She would put the feet on the device and at the same time use the claw on her knees. And that's what created this miracle result for her. But I'll tell you that this is also the best body sculpting tool on the planet. I use it from my knee all the way up to my waist. And the tightening on the skin is insane. It gets rid of cellulite. Absolutely amazing. I'm not going to show you that before and after on here, but I'm going to show you my face. But the price is unbelievable. It's a huge value here. The value is insane. By the way, last year, same place, Derma Health Institute, I paid $3,000 for 10 sessions of Emsculpt Neo, and they could only do one area on the outside. If you try to do the inside, it's another area, so you got to pay another $3,000. Now I have my own body sculpting device for $1,500. It's good for 44,000 uses. So 15, 20 years, this machine should be working for you, and everybody should have one. So that's my before and after photo. And somebody said to me today, oh, but you look so good before. I'm like, no, don't try to be nice. I mean, the texture is so much better, but mainly I was getting like the bulldog cheeks down here because I'm getting old. And, the skin was sagging by my lip here. I had a really deep line, and just 30 days, it really lifted up, and it gave me more of a snatched jawline, and I'm loving it. This is Dr. Colette. Every picture I share with you guys, these are people I know. I do not share pictures if I don't know the person. I don't pick up random pictures in Facebook groups and that kind of stuff. But just 2 months, look at the results. Just the inflammation that goes away already gives you amazing results. This is my husband. He does it on level 15. And I bought this LED light. It's a conductivity pen to show you guys that it actually works. There is electricity going through your entire body, and our bodies are electric. So we need to recharge our batteries just like we recharge an iPhone. And that's what this is showing you, is that it actually works. I'm also going to share with you a testimonial. It's a 2-minute testimonial. I'm not going to play the entire testimonial, but I had to do it because if I tell the story, you're going to think I'm making it up because it's too good to be true. So you're going to think I'm making it up, but I'm going to show you part of it.
Oh my gosh. I was in Mexico and I met this wonderful lady that you will get to know, Miss Trisha. But I was maybe thinking about a condo down there or whatever. And I was wearing braces because I have neuropathy. And somehow quickly in our conversation, we got into, what are the braces for when I said neuropathy. And I'll cut to the chase. We got together, we got back to Estados Unidos.
We met on Saturday, right? And then Tuesday you came to my office.
Amen. And, honestly, I was kind of, see lots of things. I'm thinking con job, this isn't going to help. It's not going to work. Well, guess what? After my first session, I was kind of like, wow. And then I did 5. And the day I did 2 days, I have not had movement in my left foot. These 3 toes suddenly are moving. I can actually move them. And I've never had movement over on my right one. And since I started these sessions, these treatments, I got a little bit of movement here, so I'm just, well, I don't even say.
I loved when you said to me, now I can feel if I am on tile or carpet, right? That I was like emotional when you said that to me.
Amen.
And then when you walked out of my house that day without the braces, and I'm like, you're not even wobbly.
So guys, that's Danny. If you wanted that testimonial, I can send it to you, the full video. But I met him in Mexico and literally he said 5 sessions. It was actually 4 sessions in 3 days. He came to my office on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he came to my house twice. On Thursday, he came to my house once. He walked out of my house without braces on his legs. And I just talked to him yesterday. He calls me almost every single day. He loves me now. And he was golfing without braces. So I can tell you again, I've been in the industry of direct sales for 28 years. I've seen all the products. You have never seen a product that works for 100% of people, and every single person will feel something immediately. It's incredible. And this is Mark, just 3 days. It should have taken a month for him to heal like this, to be 100% back to normal. It was just 3 days. So, the business side of things, let's move on to business now. We've been in business for 3.5 years. It's brand new in the US and Canada. But guess what? This creates the best opportunity you have ever seen in your life because it's new, but it's old. And I know as network marketers, if network marketers are in this room right now, for whatever crazy reason, we're so dysfunctional. We love the word launch and pre-launch, even though we know it's toxic. We know it's going to destroy our reputation. We know it's going to have a great launch and a million people are going to join and then it crashes shortly after. Guys, we have the best of both worlds here. You're not going to have arrows on your back. You're not going to have to hear, oh, you're pioneering and it would just deal with all the problems. We have a solid company. We already did $1 billion in sales last year alone. Just the third year in business, we did $1 billion. How many companies at pre-launch and launch try to hype it up, exaggerate, create FOMO, and say, we're going to become $1 billion company? We already are. But we don't have to worry about, oh, it's an old opportunity, because you also don't want to join the opportunity that, was around in 1998. You want the new, fresh. That's what we have here, the best of both worlds. And it's incredible to see how unique, innovative this opportunity really is. And I got to tell you guys, I had a mentor. He's the author of the Slide Edge book. I was a seven-figure earner in his company, and I went on a retreat to Hawaii back in 2011, 2012. And during conversation, this is what he told me. If you ever find a company that has these three elements, you can demonstrate. People can feel something immediately. And he's like, that's the catch, almost impossible to find. And it doesn't require a lifestyle change. You have a home run in your hands. And that really stuck with me. And I will tell you guys, there's nothing in 28 years that has ever given people results immediately. And everyone, I'm telling you guys, 100% of people that put their feet on the device, they're going to feel something. It may be my ankles are warm, but they're going to feel something. And the majority of people are going to have improvement on pain, swelling after 20 minutes. How insane is that? When you have that, you have an incredible, unprecedented opportunity in your hands. And we didn't do $1 billion in sales last year with a product that is good. To do $1 billion in sales, your third year in business, you have something that is transforming people's lives. And that's truly what we have here. So now very quickly, we're going to talk about residual income because that's a big question. But how do you make residual income if we don't have auto ship or monthly fees or annual fees? How do you do it? And again, it's because we're network marketers and we have been brainwashed to accept a very dysfunctional business model, which is bring people into this. The retention right now across the industry is 10 to 15%, meaning you're going to go recruit somebody into a business and 90 days later, out of 10 people, maybe 15 people that you brought in, you have one person left. How much do you make on auto ships that are canceled? It's zero. So there's really no residual income in auto ships. It's just like a make-believe world that doesn't work out ever. And something else important to also note is that if a company has incredible products, Why do they have to mandate that you purchase it? If they have something amazing for a good price, people are just going to buy it because they want to and not because they have to. But the truth is they don't. And that's why it's mandatory. And then it's super dysfunctional. If you think about it, take a step back and look at something else outside of direct sales. If you sell cars, can you imagine you sell 10 cars and the dealership says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you don't qualify to get paid this month because you didn't buy a car." That's what we do in network marketing. You make a ton of sales, you bring revenue to them. "Oh, you didn't buy enough products this month, you don't qualify." So that's how crazy that old system is and how amazing this new system is, because what we are doing here is what Apple does. Apple did $500 billion in sales last year. Guess what? There's no mandatory auto ships or annual fees or monthly fees or any of that. Why did they sell that much? Because it's a technology brand that people fall in love with and they want to buy more, right? I can't wait for the next iPhone to come out. I'm ready because it's been 2 years. I'm ready. September, I'll be lined up waiting. And my son's going to get one and my husband's going to get one. And we counted today, we have a total of 21 Apple devices in my house today. And that includes the 4 iPads that my husband has for work, for check-in at his clinic. And so, guys, I didn't start out, buying the MacBook Pro that I'm on right now and my desktop. And I bought an iPhone and I fell in love with the technology. So here, that's what's happening. People are buying the P90 Plus. That's what happens to me. I fell in love with this technology brand called Oli Life. And now I have 10 devices in my house. I counted that as well. One of the devices that I absolutely love is this right here. And it's a Bama Air. It's a air filtration system because in Bama, Asia, people live super old, and they did some studies there and they realized it's because of the quality of the air. And we were able to mimic that same air with the negative ions into this air filtration system. I bought it for my room, and then I bought it for my son's room, and then I bought it for my office. I bought it for my husband's office. And then I bought this thing called Shaken that goes around the waist. I lost 2 inches on the waist, 3 inches around my hips. And then I got a G1, which is goggles. I don't see floaters anymore. It helps me to relax at night. And then I got a Vitality wand. And then Courtney showed me that I can use it as a hairdresser, and the quality of my hair is better. So it's a technology brand that people fall in love with, and they buy products again and again and again, just like Apple, because they want to, because the quality is good, because it's bringing benefits into their health, into their household. And that's how this works. And there is a ton of residual income, just like Apple. Apple is making a lot of residual income on repeat business. So how do you do this as a business? You just buy one device that is $1,000 or more. I highly recommend the $1,500 device. It's a much better value than anything else that we have as a first device. And then later, you're going to fall in love. You can buy more devices, but focus on the P90 Plus. If $1,500 is difficult right now, yes, buy a P90. It's just the base. It doesn't have the handheld attachments. It's a little bit more narrow because the controllers are on the top instead of the middle, and therefore a little shorter as well. If you have huge feet, it's probably not a good idea. But you buy one device that is $1,000 or more, and you are in it for life. You qualify to get paid for the rest of your life every time you sell something 5 years down the road. Even if you never bought anything ever again, you still qualify. But trust me, you are going to buy more because you're going to fall in love with it. It can be used by the whole family, guys. When you buy supplements, like I was talking to my friend Steven a couple of days ago, he's a huge network marketer and he bought a device and he just joined us. He's with another company, but I was talking to Steven, he's like, "Trisha, I pay $200 a month just for my products so I can qualify to get paid. And then I have to buy for Courtney, his wife, Courtney." And so he's like, "We're spending $5,000 a year, basically. 5,000. And you're telling me that to join this company, you can join with $1,000 for life, no annual fees, no monthly fees, no auto ships." Yes, no subscriptions. I said yes. He's like, "Okay, let's do this." It's insane. It's global and there's daily payout. So if you guys want to reach out to all the people that love crypto and they love trader stuff, that's perfect because they love the daily payout. We have that here. And our retention, instead of being 10 to 15%, it's actually 100% because there's nothing to cancel. And we get paid 6 different ways. And I'm going to go over each way with you guys. So the first way is the performance bonus. And initially, you're going to get paid 2 different ways. as you build the back end. What is so special about this compared to all the other network marketing companies is the fact that with all the other companies, it's going to take you a long time to build depth. You need duplication. You depend on what other people are doing for you to succeed, for you to make money. Here, you can make a lot of money on your own without even duplicating. You can just work this as a job, as a sales position like pharmaceutical sales or medical device sales, and you can make six figures on your own without even building a team. How insane is that? You want to build a team, then you're going to make a lot more money. But I love this because we have a tier bonus that combines with the performance bonus. So when you sell a $1,500 product, which is the P90 Plus, you're going to get paid $90 plus $22.50 in repurchase wallet money. What is that? Repurchase wallet. That's money that you can use to buy more products that are not patented, because just the P90 Plus alone has 200 patents on it. We have over 1,000 patents on our products. This right here has patents on it. So products that are not patented, like the neck massager, for example. And here's where the big money is up front. And I can prove to you guys, if you ever want to do like a one-on-one Zoom with you, I can show you my back office, but I can prove to you that you can make 10 times more money here with the same amount of people that you would have in a different company. So if you have the exact same amount of people here, you'll get paid 10 times more money. So how does the tier bonus work? We're going to start out with you are not involved in even bringing the people in. So let's say that Joe was placed by your upline. So Joe comes into your team. He got placed on the left side here by your upline, and Isa was brought in by Susie. And you're here at the top. You're the yellow person here. That's you. You are not involved with bringing Isa in. You are not involved in bringing Joe in. But guess what? You have a match. You have a tier bonus because you have one person in your left team and one person on your right team, and they are on the same level. You just got paid $360 plus $90 in repurchase wallet money for a total of $450. There's no level cap with this bonus. It can go 1,000 levels down. It's unlimited, no country restrictions. The volume never flushes, meaning, if Joe came in and Isa came in a year later, it would still be a tier bonus match because they are on the same level. So there's no restrictions here. Now let's combine the performance bonus with the tier bonus. So the performance bonus, remember, it's $90 when you bring somebody in, plus the $22.50 for a total of $112.50, right? So if you brought in one person, let's say you brought in Lucy, and Dave brought in Susie. So now you got involved with bringing in one person, and you're matching that one person with somebody that you did not bring in, but it's on the same level. It's matching for you. So Lucy and Susie are matching. You're going to get paid that $450 again, but now you're going to add the $112 for the performance bonus because you did bring in Lucy. That's a total of $562.50. Now let's go a step up, and let's say that you personally introduced John and Dave. So now you have two performance bonuses because you personally brought them in, and that's $225. That's the $112.50 times 2, plus the $450. That's $675. Wow. I mean, if that is not blowing your mind, I don't know what to say, because initially when you join a company, you're making $50 here, $50 there. If you're lucky, sometimes you're making $5, $10. Here you're making $450 to $675. And let's recap. So you're not responsible for bringing anybody in at all, like they just match on that level. You get paid $450. You are responsible for bringing in one who's matching somebody else that somebody brought in. It's $562. You bring in two people, $675. Unbelievable how much money they put in the front end, because compensation plans are very good on the back end for the people that are triple black, super dark diamond. Like that's usually the people that make the money. Here, they put the money on the front end so that you can make a lot of money immediately. And that's genius because if you make a lot of money quickly, guess what? You stay. and you get excited. And especially when you have a product that is creating health miracles in people's lives, it's the perfect combo, the perfect product with the perfect compensation plan. So this here, guys, this is luck, okay? And I don't want to hype this up. I've seen people hyping this up. I hate hype and exaggeration. So this is just luck. It's whoever you fall under in the binary tree, in that tree that I just showed you. Whoever you fall under, you're going to match 5%. This has never been done before because matching bonuses, you match your downline, not your upline. Here, you're matching your upline. So if the person above you in the tree, not your sponsor, want to make that clear, the person above you in the tree, they make $1,000, you make $50 because that's 5%. If the person above you made $10,000, you would make $500. And that carries down because now, even though you haven't sold anything, you haven't talked to anybody, but you made $500 because you matched your upline, now your downline is also going to make 5% of that. So your downline is going to make $25 each. So the two people under you would be matching you. Now, this has a cap because it's just free money. You haven't worked, you haven't earned it, you don't even deserve it, but they give it to you anyway. And there's a cap, which is 3 times what you purchased. So if you purchased $1,500 times 3, it's $4,500. Once you get paid that $4,500, that's done. And you can't upgrade on here either. It's whatever you came in with, but I do not recommend that you come in with a higher amount just for this because you don't know who's going to be above you. So it's not worth it. Now let's talk about the binary, which we call it group sales bonus. I think it's a much better name for it. And normally with binaries, you get paid 10% of your weak leg, your weak side. And here you actually get 11, 12, and 13% starting on your level 4. And I tell everybody, start out with one machine, 1,500. That's what I did. And then all of a sudden, I noticed I'm getting paid $1,000 a day and I'm leaving money on the table. So I bought a G1 in that top account and it brought me to $2,000 a day for the cap and 12%. So on the group sales bonus, you can upgrade and up your income and up your percentage. And then I had somebody say to me, but I thought you said you own all these machines. What do you mean you're just at 2,000? I have several accounts because I have my mom, my dad, my husband, my son. So I distributed my machines throughout all of my accounts. And my top account, I'm at $2,000. I have a P90 Plus and a G1 in that account. So now I'm capping at 2,000 a day. And once I hit 2,000 a day and I'm leaving money on the table, then I'm going to go up to $6,000 in my top account. And then I'm going to get paid 13% and my cap will be $7,000 a day for a total of $210,000 a month. And I was just talking to Paul, our upline. I did a Zoom with him the other day, and I took a screenshot of his paycheck of his back office. He's already at $7,000 a day every single day, and he's been here for 18 months. Now, this is not an income claim, okay? Just think about this as what's possible, potential, kind of like if somebody ran a mile in 5 minutes or whatever the fastest person is, 2 minutes, and they tell you, it's not a claim. They're not telling you that you can do it. And I think we're all smart enough to know that we would have to train like that person to be able to do it. And I believe that we all can do it. I'm not going to run a mile super fast because I'm not interested in it. But if I really wanted to, I would look it up and say, what did this guy do to run this mile so fast? How much did he practice? And if I do what he did, I'm going to be able to achieve the same thing, you guys. So everyone can do this. Don't ever go to a place where it's like, well, that person is, I'm not tall enough, short enough, old enough, young enough. The city where I live in is too small. You don't understand. I don't know anybody. Am I following this? Stop with the negative talk. We can all do what Paul did. Paul is not smarter than any of us. He's not better looking than any of us. He's not cooler than any of us, and he's super cool. But I'm just telling you, we can all do this together. Okay, global pool. So this is amazing because remember, the company did over $1 billion in sales last year. If you have 5% of global pool in a company that's doing 10 million, it's really not that interesting, but $1 billion. So that means they gave back to us, to the field, over $50 million. And how do you qualify to get one share in that pool? You need to have your first rank advancement to 1 star or M1. How do you do that? Just 10,000 on the left and 10,000 on the right. And this is the first company in history to allow you to rank advance even with placement volume. So if somebody placed $8,000 under you on the left and you brought in 2,000, that counts. You brought in 1,000 on the right and that person brought in 9,000, that counts. You have your first share in this pool of 50 million plus dollars. And who knows, next year it'll probably be even much bigger. It'll probably be double. It may be $100 million in this pool because now we are in the US and Canada, and the US will probably be the number one country in the world with this company. And to requalify every single year, all you need is to sell one device a year, you guys. That's it. Nothing else, just one device a year. And there's no, oh, I had 8,000, but today is the 30th of the month. So now I go back to zero. Your volume will accumulate for the rest of your life. So if you end on the 30th of the month at 8,000, on the first of the following month, you have 8,000 and you bring in an additional 2,000, you just made it to M1. I have never seen a company do that before. So these are all the shares here. And Paul already has 40 shares. Brian, our upline, has 60. So we have people with 40, 20 shares already in the pool, even though the opportunity is pretty new. And last thing, last but not least, is the coaching bonus, which is the same as a unilevel bonus. And so how this works is I bring in John into my team. He's in my level 1, and I'm going to get paid 10% of John's binary pay. So if John made 3,000 in his binary, I make 300. Then John brings in Jessica. That's my level 2. I get level 2 to 6, I get 5%. So if Jessica made 3,000 in her binary, I'm going to make $150. And what's so cool about this is John can have 10 people in his level 1. That means I have 10 people in my level 2. And then Jessica may have 50 people in her level 1, and they are all my level 3. So it can get really wide on each one of these levels. Now let's pay attention to the bottom right. I came in with $1,500, my P90 plus. I was earning levels 1, 2, and 3. So 3 generations. And when I upgraded to 2000, I also began to earn on 4 and 5 levels. So now I have 5 generations. When I upgrade to 6,000 on my top account, I will have all 6 generations. The last thing I want to share with you that is totally mind-blowing here is Francis brought in Paul, and he also brought in some Japanese leader. Well, Paul and the Japanese leader went all the way to M6 or 6 stars, all the way to the top of the compensation plan, and they both fell on the same leg. So it's not like they're each in one leg and that's how he's making his money on the binary. It's all coaching bonus. He makes over $100,000 a month with one leg. You guys, if you've done network marketing before, you got to be like, what are you talking about? Unilevel bonuses and coaching bonuses, you need to have at least 3 legs. If it's a company like Jeunesse, you need to have 12 legs. And then to go to the next level to M2, M3, you have to help 3 people, 1 in each leg to go to M1 so you can get to M2. And you can't get paid more than 60% of the volume in one leg. That's how it is across the board. We have no restrictions, no gotchas, no breakage here. You bring in one person, one leg, and they go all the way to the top of the compensation plan. You're probably going to be making 50 grand a month. So anybody who tells me they're not going to be sharing this with somebody, I'm like, are you out of your mind? I mean, this is the best opportunity, hands down, the most legit product I have ever seen, and the most incredible opportunity. Remember, the machines work. They are tested by Intertech. I don't care what anybody has to say to me. I'm like, Intertech is one of the top 3 labs in the world. They test our devices. They give us the certificate of analysis. It is proven to have high quality, to be effective, and to be safe for us to use. And then you have this compensation plan to go along with it. So I also want to tell you, next week on Thursday, Courtney and Joey Michaels are going to be doing this presentation. The following Thursday, it will be Vic and I. I will be gone for 10 days or so. And we're going to do blitzes again next month. So we're going to do like 4 Zooms a day next month. And what else? One last thing. Companies give away cars, right? Not cars. They give, because I earned a car in different companies. They don't really give you a car. It's kind of a scam. They give you $500 a month to pay for the car, and usually they tell you which car you have to buy. The last one I had was a Lexus. Even though I wanted a BMW, it was like, buy the Lexus because that's the only one we're going to pay for. So they can use you for marketing and only give you $500 a month for their marketing. What we are doing here, because our owners are investment bankers and real estate investors, they are giving away free and clear condos in Thailand. So 1 bedroom, 1 bath condos in Thailand, all in the same building. Can you imagine how exciting and fun that's going to be to call everybody and be like, hey, let's go to Thailand, and we're all in the same building, and you can sell it, you can rent it, you can do Airbnb, you can run team promotions, whatever you want. We also have a trip to Thailand right now that you can qualify so easily that most of my team has qualified for the free trip to Thailand. And I think we're going in September because we actually choose when we are going. The company doesn't say these are the dates and that's it. So as a team, we are choosing to go together most likely in September. And we have a couple of other promotions that are going on, and you can ask whoever invited you to come here today, about the other promotions that we have. But I just want to thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions, if you need anything, reach out and let me know.